Sante and of course Ndiaye, all of them going in for that long ball there from the centre back. Meantime, there's just been an extension of the elbow there. Zambia don't have a problem in terms of the back line.
Well, we can expect to see these sort of long-range set pieces from Babu, who always delivers with the left foot, just really trying to locate the teammates, using their height advantage inside the box. But as well, should there be a second ball, they're always just really lurking at the edge of the box to pounce on it.
Shumo. Wimba is actually having a problem there because of the extension of the elbow, things that Ndiaye did treat him well at all in the box. So we're looking at this particular game in Senegal and having the opportunity to come into the competition. Zambia qualified last year's Olympic Games, which for the women was played at a full international level and therefore expected to overcome Senegal, maybe if they have a chance of making it. There's been a lot of incentive back home in Zambia for these ladies. It's important for them to see if they can do something extraordinary with the opportunities that be given to them. So for Zambia, the group stage win was at $3,000, and if they win this quarterfinal game, each player gets $3,500, and if Zambia gets to the semi-finals, it is $4,000 for them, and at the final, it's $5,000. Hey, this is where Amanda will tell you, hey.
No, this is a great initiative from the federations to really empower women's football, to empower the players. Very rare opportunity to come and make that much of money, especially as you progress in the group stages as well.
Talk about the physicalities in terms of the tackles that have been coming in the competition and how that has also affected the flow of the competition with some players, especially the if you like, the players that everybody the pin-up players in the competition. They're just out there and coaches are complaining basically about it.
I think it's an element in our game that we have to slowly eradicate. In as much as we want the physicality, it's always just about the duels. But when it becomes a bit more dangerous, then it's an element that we don't want to see in the game.
A few chances early on. Diop was hoping to latch onto that one onto the final clearance there from Tembo. Deny here the opportunity already on a yellow card. The first player has been booked in the first 15 minutes of the game. The stakes are so high. But Mami Sisi says that he's not going to give a lot of speeches there when he had a pre-match conference. Mami Sisi spoke about the intensity of the game that should be expected here. Tembo really having some moment there with the assistant referee. So it's always been the back line of Myang So and that of Meta Kamara until the final game where the likes of Mami Diop got a chance to come in. Or Chumba. Sandwiched between two centre backs of the Senegalese. Ochumba again, beautiful work there from the attacking player, drops it down and looking for support. She does, and again it's been well read there by Benta Sek. The Akatis long ball in. Malabo in 17 and also 17 years. Senegal in full control totally here, dominating the game, trying to surprise yourself to the right side. And again, Diop to do that for them. And again, she's going to reset it into the box. Hazel will deal with it quite well.
Excuse me.
Zambia down to 10 because Tembo hasn't not been allowed to get back onto the pitch. Not too sure what the problem is there with Tembo. interestingly, Tembo needs to change the shape card, and so until that is done, she's not going to play or take a part in this game, and it means that Zambia still down with 10. Wow. She needs to be strapped as well. It's really a disadvantage of Zambia, means that they still have to find a way to defend the lines clearly until Tembo is allowed to come in. She's already, like I said, booked the first player to the boot here. Meanwhile, Senegal would hope that a foul is given to them. Mami Cisse is just trying to indicate to the referee that there was a foul there and needed to be taken. Another yellow card to Zambia. It's a bit interesting here what's happening. That's the foul there. So Zambia gets another yellow card. Centre back Shomo Wepa is yellow carded alongside Tembo. 2 cards in less than 20 minutes of this game in the first quarterfinals, and Zambia already having issues and another yellow card.
I think the Zambians will really have to literally watch their back. There's 2 key players in their back 4 on yellow cards, and any touch from the Senegalese, as we've seen over recently, just imposing themselves with that front press. They haven't been dropping their lines at all, really forcing the Zambians back and really challenging them to force those errors around the 18-yard box, just to really bounce them, maybe just through set pieces. But I think the Zambians now need to respond to that by just every time they clear the lines, move the ball a bit quicker so that they get out.
A worrying situation there for Bruce Mwape. Up with this ball in again to the far post. Now Hizel would have to deal with it. Goes off the crossbar for a goal kick. Again, she's noted for that long balls into the position half. Biangso, when given a chance, she knows how to take these particular set pieces pretty well, and she's been doing that. And so Tembo is back into the game. The Zambians haven't really been able to control affairs. The ball's away to the Senegalese, who are controlling well and always looking for the runs of the centre forwards. Let's talk about the tactical switch there by the Senegalese, having 2 holding midfielders in Sanya and Mentasek, and obviously getting the Akete trying to push things up in terms of the attacking play, always sitting deep behind the front 3. Malaboy again. It's been a very tightly contested game in midfield for the Zambia. They've been really struggling there to get the balls away from in the zone.
The only way to really frustrate the Zambians, if it is that you cut off the supply, and at this point in time, their centre backs can't really get much of the ball. The midfielders have really had great combination.
And Gwen and Ndiaye, she's already scored a goal here. Hizel in, and she gets away from Yaketi. This time the Zambians really have control. The Katongo here for Zambia, trying to get the team to move forward. Ochumba. Get the referee's attention. Ochumba. Here comes Shumo Wepa. Tembo. The play now, Zambia. Chanda giving a chance. Swishing. It's Katongo and drifting the ball to the far side. This is Zambia with a chance here. Zambia! Oh, great moment there for them to have gotten the first goal. And a good save there from Sen. It is 14 Sheda Lungu was able to get things done. And she scored again, Sogo as well. What a chance it was there for Lungu. Hit it wide. And again, Senna was there to save the situation.
A great move really initiated by Tembo once again on this left full back, just really locating the likes of Chanda to get them really to create those possible chances and possible passes through in that midfield to get through a shot first of the game for the Zambians.
Again, a shot that came through the foot of Chitundu. Good ball there. Chitundu again going in. This time she's been blocked. A sec. Zambia get the ball back in the box. Chitundu again. Ooh, just couldn't quite get to Katongo. Goes to ground. The referee says no. It's a legal tackle. Tembo sees the player down and we still want to control affairs. Zambia. 2 players already to ground and looking needed medical attention. Again, it's a tackle just came in the box. Not seen much of the work of Mapepa. She's been clearly backed out. Again, it was slowly not the best of clearance there from Kamara, and this was a tackle.
The front three just making sure that they put the necessary pressure on those centre backs. They do really well to give the pressure. A second ball to pounce on, and that is where the contact. Look at that fall. I think that was really a nasty fall.
Again, it was Lungu that just went to ground, but again a chance to Chitundu here. She just shot straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Sen.
A very rare chance for the Zambians, but once you get a glimpse of it, you see the ability that they have within their style of play, really trying to get good combination passes, exploiting the half spaces in between midfielders and the defenders, and just to really try and move the ball around so that they can create those chances. And I think if they really take much from this move, they'll really try and work their way back into the game.
Well, those are very real moment there for the Zambians who have gotten themselves into the penalty box of Senegal and looking to see if they could have scored from this point of view. So it was Lungu who went in with the attempt to put a trigger there, and then she just got clattered there.
Just the front striker doing ever so well with his physicality as well to compete and just to really try and steal that ball back. And this is what you want to see, the work rate from the strikers contributing to the chances that are created.
The tackle that obviously did not need a second look there by the VAR. I'm not too sure what the plan would be there for the Moroccan official. So far there hasn't really been any communication towards that. But for the Zambians, it's been a 39-year wait for them to be at the quarterfinals and see if they can make it to World Cup. Women's football started in Zambia as far back as 1983 when they had an opportunity to start it back in 2009. Zambia had 100 women's teams for players over 16 years and 112 youth women's team for players under 16 as well. So they started the journey. Their first attempt at qualifying for the Women's FIFA World Cup started back in 1994 when they were hoping to qualify for the 95 event. So far it's been Senegal dominating possession there, 52-47, having a passing accuracy of 67-64, and fouls committed 5 there for Zambia and 2 for Senegal. Chitundu's ball into the box there, and this time an opportunity for Mapepa, and she couldn't quite get to the ball. Sen was able to deal with it. Good chance, Zambia.
Great interception there by the goalkeeper who reads the game very well, reads the movement very well, comes through with a crucial interception.
Yeah, Kati here for Diop in the wide area there. Pepa on the chase. And the opportunity came for Pepa to play a part in the Zambian side after missing the first game against Cameroon. She did show her abilities, and we did also see how she was able to get things on the way there for the Zambians in subsequent games. Position there by the Senegalese, and the Zambians will be waiting patiently to see what would happen this time after 39 years of fighting to get themselves at the FIFA Women's World Cup. If there's opportunity for them to do so, remember they started back in '94, and it was South Africa that denied them the opportunity. Now they find themselves here. Dekati. A boost ball into the box there for the Senegalese to see if they can they take it. Hizel would finally deal with the situation. Zachitundu picks it up here in midfield, trying to get the team to set the tone, the attempt at the attacking play. She looks for Ochumba. Here comes Zambia. Not under any pressure at all. Lungu. Oh, lovely play now. Defense putting ball into the part of Ochumba. Again, Ochumba couldn't quite deal with the situation. So clears only as far as a Zambian player is Chanda. And this time, Tembo will just viciously hit it wide. We are approaching the half-hour mark already here in Casablanca in the first quarter-final match between the Copper Queens and Lionesses of the Teranga. It's still goalless. Here comes Mapepa. Finds a way to get to Chanda. And again, it's been well defended by Peter Kamara. Zambians currently moving out of their defensive shells and putting some bit of pressure there on Senegal because they need to find a way to get the fans going. They have any chance of doing that. It's been an exciting way of them starting their play. They're pretty much slow in starting the attack, but when they do get their rhythms right, it can be very dangerous. Again, there's a tackle against Ndiaye, and the assistant referee flagged it as a throw-in against Senegal, but the referee says is a foul rather. Meantime, the centre-back of Zambia, Shumo Weba, is again on the yellow card. Be very careful, the referee does not think otherwise.
I think she was just really trying to have a good swing at the ball to clear. But yet again, the clash. And I think the game is just really now a stop-start, breaking the momentum and flow of the game that we were expecting in this first half. But I guess just maybe a means of Zambia just really trying to regroup.
Well, on Monday, you look at the setup of the competition and how it's interesting to have already 4 teams qualifying for the very first time in the quarterfinals of the tournament here. These two sides, Senegal and Zambia, now interested for Botswana doing the same. And that has been one surprise story in South Africa, isn't it?
No, absolutely. I think what CAF has really done in making sure that, just with the hashtag empowering the game, is to really try and bring all the countries to one level. I think we've seen the domination of Nigerians, Cameroon, South Africa maybe to put in the mix, Ghana as well. And I think it's really high time that we start gradually spreading out the wings and to developing other nations who probably have never been at this level.
Senegal with the ball into the box now. Haven't been able to take advantage of the set pieces, and we've only spoken of the set piece. Expect 3 goals leading the goal chat, or the goal queen chat if you like, there by Islen Chebak of Morocco, and all her goals have come from set pieces. Suma Kumatali of Uganda also scored from a set piece. Chumba's ball taken away by Sek. So going to be Malabo here. Finds space in the box. Good interception there by Mwepa. And Zambia will have to pick up the pieces together as they try to strike forward here. Quickly. They regroup to win back possession. Meantime, ball sent into the far side for Malabo to deal with the situation there. So they have a way of pressing high the back line over the Zambians and winning back possession. Anytime they lose it, they recover quickly to pick it up, the Senegalese.
No, absolutely. The Senegalese are really doing well. They're just floating all the balls into that dangerous area. But the Zambians have really stood their ground. And they're taking command and leadership from a player like Wemba.
Again, ball lost there by the Zambians. Here comes Peter Sek. Was looking for the defensive run there of Malabo. Chumba goes into this particular tackle, she losing it. And this time the decision will go in favor of 12-shirted Sefiatu Sanya. Chitundu. Again, as all the work's done on the far right there, it's just gone wasted. Zambia. Confidence level of the Senegalese pretty much overwhelming. They are quick on the ball, and anytime they search forward, it becomes a bit of a dangerous scenario there for the Zambians, but quickly they also find a way to win back possession.
Some of the key battles this afternoon, really looking forward to Belemu and of course Malabo just really going at each other, because both players really have great speed in them, and they are really just so quick to recover. I think they're great additions for Malado, making sure that she contributes, get the crosses inside the box, but as well as for Belemu, who I think has really
no space there for a pair part to find some magic moment with Chanda, looking to spread to Ochumba, and again she couldn't quite deal with the situation. Meantime, Senegal do have the player down, and ball recycled again by Tembo. It is Lungu here. Zambia. Lungu turns well. Lungu going Lungu, and off the defensive line of Senegal. It's an interesting scenario there for Zambia as they try to keep possession and try to head the balls into the penalty box of Senegal. Meantime, they have to stop playing because Safiatou Sanya needs some attention, and quickly it has to be done. Calling for the player to be well attended to and to be taken off the field there. It's the two sides battling things out to see if they have their place. Safiatou plays a club football in front for Borges Club. I'm sure she gets a chance to continue with the play here. They play for Casa Sports, and there's a quality moment there for the Zambia to see if they can have opportunity to score there, and that's Safiatou. A good time there for the fans to enjoy every bit of the moment. They have here Senegal captain, the team really living the dream. And given the road that she's traveled to get where she is, Sanya had to leave her home region for the capital of Senegal in order to live out her passion of playing football. And Safiatou Sanya, being treated, says it was not easy for her to play football, indicating that in Senegal they say that football is for men. For that matter, it wasn't easy with parents and all her entourage, so she had to leave to Dakar and play football, and now here she is hoping to get a team to the World Cup.
It's a beautiful story that I think a lot of some of these women footballers have just been through. And it's always just about dedication and how much you really want.
This time straight to Hazel there by the Akate, who's spotting the armbar, and then Tembo would have to find a way to see if she can recycle things for the Zambians. Again, a ball into the box. Lungu again being cut out beautifully, and Senegal would have to get Babu to start things off for them. Chitundu doing so well to win it back. She's being flattened in the midfield, but the referee says play must continue. Here comes Babu. Chanda. Chitundu. Back to Chanda. Chanda going. Looking for space on the left-hand side. So Mapepa is. She has been spotted. Mapepa will try to drill in. Mapepa goes in. Comes back beautifully. Looks to support there for Temple. It's Zambia now with a chance. The player of Senegal is on the turf now, and it's been well cut out. It's going to be a new chase here. Quickly he's being sent back to the goalkeeper to find a way to get Musasi involved. Katongo. Again, the offside trap has been beaten here, and it is Mapepa. Chanda is in the middle. Mapepa goes into the box. It's So who comes in and excellently, brilliantly finds a way to shoot off the ball. Chanda was just waiting for a pass from Mapepa, and she decided to go solo. A little bit of selfishness there from Mapepa that could have given the Zambia's opportunity.
I thought she was just thinking I could just get an extra mile, an extra touch into the box and get the cut back that the captain was waiting for, and unfortunately it just didn't seem to come. And this is what the Zambians need to do. The quick transition into the opposition's half, but also those crucial passes. I think the decision making by Mapepa just let her down there.
Indicated that chances missed there by Zambia against Togo. Really could have seen them scoring a lot of goals there, but some fluffiness and selfishness on the part of the attacking players allowed the team to score 4 goals. And So and Chanda going in here. Chanda with that, and Bayang So with that defensive clearance there. Bayang So on the flag off and offside. We're into the last 5 minutes of the first 45 minutes, and waiting at the time already. 2 players have been booked. Chanda here scored 2 goals against Togo, and she's still fighting on to see if she can lead this team to the World Cup. But Zambians have put aside instructions over the absence of the captain Barbara Banda, and Chanda also doing a part to ensure that at least the team is well focused and well oiled for the World Cup qualification as well.
No, certainly. I think both teams just very tactical in their approach in this first half, not really trying to get out of their blocks, but trying to impose themselves with the chances that the Senegalese have created. I think they've had the better chances in the half, but the Zambians yet again have to compliment their resilience. They were just really forced back and are now starting to find their way back into the game with great combination play from the likes of Mapepa and Chanda.
Yeah, physical play, and Chumos thinking they fairly won the ball there, but the Moroccan official not otherwise.
It's been such a tough contest, Ben. Just both teams really want to get as much ball possession as they can to really do and just turn on the magic that we know them for. But this half has just really been very tactical for both teams to really even get much of the ball possession.
Referee Bouchra Kabobi for Morocco was in charge of Nigeria and South Africa game, the very first game in Group C, and did see the South Africans winning that game against Nigeria, the second match of the tournament. Senegal and Zambia, fairly similar playing identity, relying on attacking trio, Mapepa, Chanda, and Chitundu. Of course, Happy Bade is not playing for the Senegalese, but they do have Diallo Ndiaye as well, supported by Diakate for the Senegalese. Any solid defense play there by 2 sides, seeing them playing here. What an interesting bit of the Zambian coach there, Bruce Mwape, who indicated that there's no time for them to give up. They still have to fight on. Chanda again, she has another bite of the cherry, trying to drill the ball back to the left-hand side to pick up Mapepa, but this time it's being cleared away by Sanya. Oh, it's been given out, and this time in Jai. And she has Malabo in. Malabo has already scored. Malabo, and what a save it is there from Hazel. Quality save there by the Zambian goalkeeper. But the flag again had gone up on offside against Malabo in the 17 and also 17 years of age. But then again, what a pass it was from Ngana Ndiaye. The goalkeeper just came out at the right time to make that save.
Nali just really doing ever so well to save the blushes of the two centre-backs who committed some serious mistakes in the heart of defense, both just recovering and losing the ball in a very, very dangerous position, but the goalkeeper does exceptionally well to give cover.
Well, needed to do that. Meantime, Chundu, and a save there by Meta Kamara. She's still going to ground, and this is so Chanda just can't get to the ball there, but it's been put out there by the left back. Skatongo. Palermo couldn't quite get to the ball here. And Senegal still finding some bit of moment on their left-hand side as they try to push forward. Miriam Babu, but she was not past fit to play the final game against Morocco, Miriam Babu. But now she gets a chance here at the quarter-final game, and it's been interesting having losing 8 starters, Senegal, in that final game, and eventually bringing them back in the quarter-final here against Zambia as the Mapepa looks to find out Chanda. Chanda does well to get back onto the ball. Chitunu is racing down the right-hand side and waiting for the ball here. Chanda turns well in midfield, and Tembo sends it in. But Sen will deal with the situation quite well there for Senegal. But during a minute of added time, Sisi here, the coach for the Lions of Teranga, is excited to have the team play a huge role. Second best to Morocco in Group A. And Senegal did not lose a match in their group. Well, Zambia, they were able to join the first game against Cameroon and obviously picked up that wonderful win against Tunisia. They left it late. Meantime, difficult moment there. Musasi giving the ball away. And it is Malabo here. Too many touches on the ball. Chitunu will pick it up here for Zambia again. They have to lose it to Diakate. And the referee would have to end things here. Invisibility is not victory yet. And so these two sides are battling things in the first quarter-final match of the Women's Ethnic Cup of Nations here in Casablanca. It's been an entertaining first 45 minutes, I must say. Zambia trying their best there, but Senegal dominating the half there with some good chances. So at half-time, it's Zambia 0, Senegal 0. But Zambia with a bit of an early scare there because the backline went par, and of course the left back Tembo on yellow cards. Now we're back and see what happens in the second half.
Month, Solutions 24 returns with a brand new season.
We once actually got to a point where we gave up on our idea.
It's going to take more time than you think.
13 social entrepreneurs changing lives and positively impacting communities in South Africa with their innovative ideas.
We can't just be selfish and just think of ourselves. We have to think of everybody.
Ba itse go sepetlele ona le TB ya hemimelia amputatiwa ka 14 March nana 11 months, and then her fitla mola sorry
healing azandi ifumane sontweni kodwa ndikwazile ukuyifumana apha.
You got to learn how to stand up for yourself. You got to learn how to almost stand up for your space.
No, life happens and you need to be able to take the bull by its horns.
I'm the great tragic actress. I wanted to make people cry and feel better.
Sundays at 8 p.m. right here on SABC2.
loss, grief, pain, rejection.
I think I've been in a bubble or something.
When it feels as though the walls are closing in on you, take a moment to listen to the beat within. Take heart and rise. Put on your dancing shoes. And as if nobody's watching, dance to the rhythm of your soul. Be encouraged with the feel-good movies this July on SABC2. You belong.
Team set up here for us to continue and see what exactly it is at stake for us in this very important quarterfinal match between the Zambians and the Lionesses of Teranga. As we're looking forward to this game to be started by the Moroccan official in the game, and almost everybody in terms of their outfit, the orange and black outfit there for Zambia, it's so significant, and for you to always see it in this competition, Senegal in all white here. And so it is the quarterfinal battle here in Casablanca in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Both Zambia and Senegal have ready their siege of generals on the pitch. It is a battle for the World Cup slot, so lifting an autumn hair may not mean great strength, and seeing the sun and the moon in Casablanca also not seeing or giving you an indication of a clear eye. And hearing the thunderous noise from their fans who definitely are here in their moment and ensure the team is in to enjoy also doesn't mean keen ear. What is going to happen is that if you have a mind and heart and determination, victory is going to be yours today. This is Zambia and Senegal. 8 changes, obviously, coming back. These are the starters for the Senegalese. Meantime, they have a chance going into their box, and they're looking forward to the final touch in there. It's been some exciting football here, and Senegal controlling things, and there's going to be a huge ball up front. Malabu, 17 years, sporting a 17 shirt, and hit the ball deep into the heart of the penalty box, and Ndiaye couldn't quite connect well. But that is a starting point for the Senegalese. They want to quickly get things underway.
Brilliant cross there by Babu, who I think has really come back to just share experience.
Already we're seeing quality players out of the tournament. As you said, Oshola, the third game against South Africa, picked up a knock, and she couldn't return to the competition. We've seen Selebacho also of Botswana also out of the competition, and this time Mbeng Katlana is also out of the tournament. So really much talking about the dangers in terms of the tackles that have been coming into the competition, and how players have to look out early in the tournament. He's going to sit out for 6 months after the operation, and means they're recovering some time. Meantime, Senegal would have to hit this ball deep into the half of the Zambians. So he's looking for the runs of the attacking players, and this time it is Yop! And it is Tembo again. Quick intervention, denied Yop opportunity to hit it at the back of the net for a first goal for Senegal.
These are some of the advantages that the Senegalese will have. They're tight in the box, as we see Alado just making sure that she picks up the second ball.
Here comes Shumo Tembo. The play now, Zambia. Chanda giving a chance. Swishing. It's Katongo and drifting the ball to the far side. This is Zambia with a chance here. Zambia! Oh, great moment there for them to have gotten the first goal. And a good save there from Sen. It is 14 Shede Lungu was able to get things done. And she scored against Sogo as well. What a chance it was there for Lungu. Hit it wide. And again, Senna was there to save the situation.
A great move really initiated by Tempo once again from this left full back, just really locating the likes of Chanda to get them really to create those possible chances and possible passes in that midfield to get through a shot first of the game for the Zambians.
Again, a shot that came through the foot of Tundu. Good ball there, Tundu again going in. This time she's been blocked. Alright. A sec. Zambia get ball back back in the box. Chitundu again. Ooh, just couldn't quite get to Katongo. Goes to ground. The referee says no. It's a legal tackle. Tembo sees the player down, and we still want to control affairs. Zambia. 2 players ready. To ground and looking get medical attention again. It's a tackle just came in the box. Not seen much of the Wexoma Pepper. She's been clearly backed out. Again, it was slowly not the best of clearance there from Kamara, and this was a tackle.
Front just making sure that they put the necessary pressure on those centre backs. They do really well to give the pressure, a second ball to pounce on, and that is where the contact. Look at that fall. I think that was really a nasty ball.
Again, it was Lungu that just went to ground, but again a chance to Chitundu here. She just shot straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. So far it's been Senegal dominating possession there, 52-47, having pass accuracy of 67-64, and fouls committed 5 there for Zambia and 2 for Senegal. Chitundu's ball into the box there, and this time an opportunity for Mapepa, and she couldn't quite get to the ball. Sen was able to deal with it. Good chance, Zambia. Katongo. Again, the offside try pass been beating here, and it is Mapepa. Chanda is in the middle. Mapepa goes into the box. It's So who comes in and excellently, brilliantly finds a way to shoot up the ball. Chanda was just waiting for a pass from Mapepa, and she decided to go solo. A little bit of selfishness there from Mapepa that could have given the Zambia the opportunity. Indicated a chance to miss there by Zambia against Togo. Really could have seen them scoring a lot of goals there, but some fluffiness and selfishness on the part of the attacking players allowed the team to just score 4 goals. And So and Chanda going in here. Chanda with that, and Bayang So with that defensive clearance there. Bayang So on the flag up and offside. We're into the last 5 minutes of the first 45 minutes, and waiting at the time already. 2 players. Abibu Chanda here scored 2 goals against Togo, and she's still fighting on to see if she can lead this team to the World Cup. But the Zambians have to send instructions over the absence of the captain Barbara Banda, and Chanda also doing a part to ensure that at least the team is well focused and well oiled. What an interesting bit of the Zambian coach there, Bruce Mwape, who indicated that there's no time for them to give up. They still have to fight on. Chanda again, she has another bite of the cherry, trying to drill the ball back to the left-hand side to pick up Mapepa, but this time it's being cleared away by Sanya. Oh, it's been given out, and this time in Jai, and she has Malabo in. Malabo has already scored. Malabo, and what a save it is there from Hazel. Quality save there by the Zambian goalkeeper. But the flag again had gone up for offside against Malabo. In the 17 and also 17 years of age, but then again, what a pass was from Ngana Ndiaye. The goalkeeper just came out at the right time to make that save. Senegal did not lose a match in their group. Well, Zambia, they were able to join the first game against Cameroon, and obviously picked up another wonderful win against Tunisia. They left it late. Meantime, difficult moment there. Musasi giving the ball away, and it is Malabo here. 2 minute touches on the ball. Chitundu will pick it up here for Zambia again. They have to lose it to Diakate, and the referee would have to end things here. Invisibility is not victory yet. And so these 2 sides are battling in the first quarter-final match of the Women's Ethnic Cup of Nations here in Casablanca. It's been an entertaining first 45 minutes, I must say. Zambia trying their best there, but Senegal dominating the half there with some good chances. So at half time, it's Zambia 0, Senegal 0. But Zambia with a bit of early scare there because the backline, Wepa, and of course the left back Tembo on yellow cards. And we're back and see what happens in the second half.
I can't continue to live in this war zone.
We have no rules in this house.
Families fight, but blaming each other doesn't help.
I think it's time that we put that to rest.
You need to stop telling people what we're doing.
I didn't say what we're doing, Tim.
Things are going to change.
Family therapist Dr. Tara Fields helps families reconcile their differences.
I don't want to be around the person you are, and I know you don't want to be around the person I am.
Yeah. Don't try to contain it. Just let it go. We're all letting it go.
I feel like I'm all alone, like I'm raising 3 kids.
It's a roller coaster of emotions and Fix My Family, Friday mornings at 10 on SABC2.
Join SABC2 this month for a return of some familiar favorites.
We strive for a better balance between man and nature with an all-new 50-50 Mondays at 7.
An all-new Decat TV Wednesdays at 7:30. Your musical host with the most, Timo Adams, is back with an all-new Noot for Noot Thursdays at 7.
Zola Nene and Fritz Kwan continue their search for SA's next taste master in an all-new season, Fridays at 7. Your favorites on your favorite channel, SABC2, where you belong.
Jane in July.
Maybe if you disciplined him more, you wouldn't have to pretend awful haircut was intentional. Well, maybe if you disciplined your kids less, they wouldn't think you're a terrifying dragon.
Petra and Jane have debate over lunch. Awkward. No, you shouldn't do that. Raphael.
I know, but I really want to.
What are you doing?
So do I.
So we say.
Are we finally going to find out what Raphael and this shady dude are up to?
Yep. She won't find anything. No way.
Get me out of here. I cannot handle this stress. Nor can Grandma, by the looks of things. And Jane, she's crushing too. Yes, he's real. And he's crushing back. Oh, Jane. Back to reality.
Ew, don't lick the sink.
I'm cleaning it.
Jane the Virgin, Saturdays at 8:30 on 2.
We're back to start the second half. The first 45 minutes, we did see short accuracy. Well, in the two teams playing 25 shot accuracy for Zambia and 20% of that for the Senegalese. The officials are now coming out from the dressing room to start the second half here. 35 final third entries there for Senegal as against 32. And the Senegalese had a total of 17 touches in the opposition box against 7. Trying to find out exactly how these teams are trying to go ahead. Here we're playing the 19th match in the Women's African Cup of Nations. We've seen 18 of those matches played already in the group stages, with as many as 48 goals scored. Yet to get to the 50th goal in the competition. But here we are in the second 45 minutes already. We're seeing the two teams struggling, or perhaps hoping they can hit the targets pretty right. The Zambians trying a bit, the Senegalese equally did the same. The Moroccan official in the game here, Butra Kabobi. First woman here in Morocco to officiate men's game. Told that she was pretty much impartial on the day. And now she's already given 2 yellow cards out to the centre back, and I'll get things underway here. Senegal would have to push things, and these two teams making the first quarter-final debut at the African Cup of Nations for the women, and hoping to get a place in the Women's World Cup next year. They still have a place to fight. Chumba, and of course the likes of Peter Sek in midfield, and Malado, all of them working things out, and of course Sofia Toussaint, all of them again in the midfield and trying to draft things away for the Senegalese as the And trying to push things. Marin Labo. Here comes Yakati. Spreading play to the right hand side for Malado. Hafizatu Malado here. He's got some pace out there. And Wimba here also clearing the lines. And Zambia against 13. Now 2 teams remain unchanged from the first team that played in 45 minutes.
The Senegalese just giving us a glimpse of maybe the halftime conversations where the coaches said to them, let's get the ball, let's move it around, rotate the ball and find those opening spaces, because the likes of Diakate can only function for the system if they get marked that ball so they can spray those passes out wide to the likes of Diallo. So I think that has been the intention so far.
Intention is to be urgent with the ball, sort of the line of in favour of Senegal. They started the first 45 minutes by way of controlling the first. Total of 9 shots in the first half already, and to Senegal 4 shots there for Zambia. We had 2 shots on target for teams. So that is expected from them as we get into the second half. A bit of a worry situation there for the Senegalese coach. Expect more from the team. Came as a big news there for Africa when the Women's World Cup was expanded to, from 24 to 32 teams. 100% increase in African representation, with a possibility of 2 more countries qualifying for the playoff. Senegalese coach made it clear that no speech can motivate more than the stakes of this match. And plays in the last 4, obviously, the competition is all that the team has been waiting for. And this generation can be a pioneer in Senegal and may change the course of history of women's football in the country. And so it is a historic moment there for these players who are here competing and hoping for a place at the Women's World Cup.
Most certainly a major achievement for the Senegalese, and I always just say that someone has to do it so everyone can see that there is a possibility of it happening. And I think this is a generation of Senegalese players who have really taken the onus upon themselves to develop the women's game in their country, and of course just really trying to attract more of the international moves, which could really add to the growth of the game.
Chanda here for Zambia. Control there, finds support. Lungu. Here, Chitundu. Katongo. It's a corner kick there for the Zambians computer. The Copper Queens. Myangso indicating to official that she was the last person to touch the ball, but position already gone in favour of the Copper Queens. Chumba was a little bit fouled just outside the penalty box early on. Corner taking a shot there. Chanda sent it in, but again it's a very poor one. Let's there by Sen. Dembele. Driving the team forward. Play here for Minjai Nguena. Spreading to the left hand side and trying to get Malabu. Visatu, Diallo as well. Play here for Senegal, looking to unlock the defense line over the Zambians. Again, they've been struggling to get the ball away from the dangerous areas.
Diakate there just being caught with pushing the ball a bit too much instead of just laying it off and get those combination plays. Quick 1-2 on the edge of the box could have set right through a one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Chumba here looking for a beautiful run over the captain. in. Yeah, defensive lines are well cleared, but the Zambians will try and push and pass some pressure here, trying to win it back.
Zambians will have to be a bit more persistent. They're the ones who have really searched the line of confrontation, just to put a bit more pressure on the Senegalese back four.
Quality play here. Tongo. Yeah, he's setting the pace there. Chumba. It's Kamara's header here. Lovely. Chitundu here. And Zambia can't see they have a goal. Two players clutching on each other. There's been too many touches in the box. I wonder how that happened when two players of the Zambian team, two players of the same club, the same team were just going in there. And Lungu looks to getting a card there from the Moroccan officials. Could be 3 yellow cards to Zambia already. Diop felt the extension of the arm there from Lungu. And the referee from Morocco to show what the decision will be from her. So she gets the card out already. The first time we did see two players of Zambia get a yellow card. There's a left back and of course the centre back as well. Still has the card that hasn't flashed in yet. I'm not too sure who's the culprit here. And she goes back. The Moroccan official. So Lungu is eventually yellow carded. So that means 3 players of Zambia being cautioned there by the Moroccan official. So this is the action.
Possibility of mistaken identity?
Absolutely. It's just not Lungu there. I think that the yellow card rather should have gone to Chitundu. But Lungu gets the yellow card when she's obviously not the culprit of that occasion. Wow. Maybe Vera could just look at it again and decide that she's not the culprit there. As it may, so the goalkeeper is back on her feet there, so we're still at goalless in this game. Yellow card to Lungu, but it appears if there's any card that should be going out, I think it's the Chitundu rather. It's a foot-high tackle there on that occasion. Maybe VAR just having a look at it again and deciding the right person has to be penalized for that occasion. So a lot of legs thrown into the 18-yard box already, and we did see foot-high tackle early on, and I'm sure it's been confirmed. Maybe I'm not too sure again what the decision is there from the VAR checkpoints. Roger Pinnock there is here from Nigeria. To a lot of support there for the Super Falcons, who are equally also in the game, and so the referee is back with the yellow card. And told you what, it's going to be a change of mind in this game. So VAR says no, it is not. We did indicate that. And it is going to be Chitundu in the 21 shirt who gets the yellow card.
Right. rightfully so. This time around, I guess VAR really coming through to make sure that it just clarifies things, and this is what we'd appreciate for players not to be wrongfully cautioned. But yet again, we have to eradicate the dangerous play in our game.
To shoot the ball away for advantage to the Zambians. Always getting the box back, the Zambians, and Bitasek here controlling midfield again for the side. You're seeing the Senegalese keeping possession pretty neat and simple as they move forward. Dembele here losing possession, and it's going to be the Lioness of Teranga. Sen comes out of it line to see if she can save the situation there for Senegal. She does. Gets the ball out. Quick thinking there from the goalkeeper.
Quick thinking there from the goalkeeper, just managing to get first to the ball. And maybe the Senegalese will have to reconsider that highlight of the defense, especially because the Zambians seem to be searching for, looking for those pockets of spaces behind them.
And Chanda here. Hits wide. Gets a goal here. She gets 3 goals in the competition. Only one player has so far scored, with a chance laid beautifully there by Chumba. Chanda shows beautifully here for the Zambians as they search for it again. Sent in, opening the quite get to. Again, the foul comes out against Chitundu. They also talked about the Senegalese midfielder, Safiatou Sanya. Talks about her versatility in competitions or in games. She's controlling things this evening here for the Senegalese as well. Football in France, and talks about versatility and how she can play anywhere on the pitch. She's got some human qualities, also making her captain for the side.
She's shown great stability in the heart of the midfield, just allowing a player like Diakate to form part of the attacking third or maybe attacking 4. And she's just really controlling, making sure she breaks down play and gives us crucial passes.
Well, the flag is already up here. We've seen situations where already the yellow card has gone out against the centre-back. Shomo should be careful. She's already on a yellow card. And I can't Diop indicating to the referee that that's a look at the fence. And this is it.
But did she really touch her? Did she really get contact? I don't think so.
Talk about the intention of a tackle there. Was Senegal clumsy in that occasion? If she didn't, find a way to just dodge the tackle, she could have been fouled there by the centre back. But in the meantime, there wasn't a touch on the board there, or perhaps there was no contact, like. That's the reason the referee did not give a card on that occasion. Good chance there for Senegal to see if they can, and hook this ball into the box. And guess who's going to take that one? So she's always been given the opportunity to hit the set pieces there for the Lions of Teranga. Now opportunity once again, well presented ball in a very dangerous position for the Senegalese to see if they can shoot that ball into the far post for a goal here. We've seen one talent there from Uganda do so in a similar position. They had a chance against the Moroccans in Dubai, and it is Bayak So to the far post.
score sheet.
History written everywhere in the car for these ladies. There's something spectacular about them. There's something amazing about them. And look at Ndiaye. She's got that an eagle eye to pop from somewhere, and then obviously you could see the celebration that coming from her. She knows what the importance of the goal there for Senegal. By the time any time goals are put in, or intended to set piece, always go for Bianso. She knows how to take it. And her second goal of the day of the tournament. And well, Ndiaye. And her goal means we've scored 49 goals in 19 games so far. This year's competition.
And this goal has really just set the seeds alight now as the Senegalese surge forward.
Again, they try this time, trying to loop the ball over the goalkeeper. It was a lovely piece of work there from Diakate.
The long ball just floated in that 18-yard box. Mwemba just really tries to clear her lines, but Malado just putting in the necessary pressure. Diakate just wanted to tuck it in and cushion it into the back of the net, but on this occasion, she just goes really wide.
It's a good goal there for Ndiaye. Going up. Indeed missed by the side after she was news of having COVID-19 in the final group game against Morocco. Now she's been able to come out from that unfortunate situation to find herself scoring the first goal for Senegal here. Chitundu into the wall. Chanda in the box, goes to ground looking for the decision from the referee. She looks on, she hasn't really given it out yet. Quick response there from Zambia. Diop again. Let's talk about the play there from Diop. She's always racing back to the defensive back to play the balls. And just look at the attacking play where she found the circle. Moving from the left hand side, and Senegal confidence back and now trying to keep it nice and simple.
I think if it is that they want to now display that passage of passing, do it with a bit of intensity to get out of tight situations, not to slow the game down, because they are slowly fighting their position back.
Palermo again, as far as a sec. Yeah, Diop. Historic moment there for Senegal in this competition. The very first time they've qualified to the quarterfinals of the competition and chasing first qualification to the Women's World Cup as well.
Indeed, a historic moment just brings for the Senegalese, who I think have really displayed some great football throughout the tournament ever since they started, especially competing in a group with the host, and I think they've done exceptionally well to be where they are. The game is not over just yet, and 1-0 score margin is always a very dangerous score.
Trickeries and give them the opportunity as they try to search forward. Meantime, Zambia just kicking the ball most of no man's land. They've really been able to regroup and then kick the balls among themselves and see if they can have their very best football approach. very awkward position. Chitundu again. There's a direction there in terms of laying the pass to Chanda. Tan. Palermo brings it back. Good quality pass now to Palermo. Find space and so comes in. Getting a lot of applause there from the fans. Senegal anytime to make any move there. Tongo coming to foul. Senegal would like to make a change. It's going to be a game over there for 70-year-old Satu Diallo. And there's Balde. So coming to replace Balde. Also makes the Chile starts it again. On the game against Morocco. And he's also going to make the way for the six-shirted Joe who started against Morocco. Bringing the players who seem to have a way out, and so looking to suffocate the midfield and not allow the Zambia to come in. And so Balde is also in terms of the role that she has to play in the heart of midfield together with Yang. So who sticks out an attacking player and brings on the midfield every time. It's going to be a yellow card here to captain Zambia to Sanya.
The captain just dangerous, plunging into that tackle. Just making sure that she tries to impose a physicality, but yet again just gets a good chunk of that Achilles.
Well, the decision there by the Senegalese coach Cisse is that he's going to block most of the balls in midfield, and so he's going to play with a switching play to the 4-5-1, so leaving Ndiaye just as a lone striker up front there, because then you're going to have a job switching it deep into midfield, because now it is Sek out, Malado also out, which means that Joe and Yang will also stay at the heart of midfield together with Diakate. So the midfield is going to be that compact there for Senegal, and so it's going to be one person out there, because any time the opposition gets back, Joe's ready to move in. That's Zambia. Oh, what job! That is equalizing goal! Could you believe this? Chitundu gets a score, and what an howler! No pressure, and Sanchez dropped the ball.
Literally dropped the ball, and in any moment where there's a sub, in any moment where there's a foul, you always have to make sure that you are staying concentrated. The well floated ball into that 18-yard box. The goalkeeper, easy catch for her, but she drops this one. Of course. Who else? But Chitundu should get there, sneak in with the close header into goal.
Tell you what, I'm lost for words there, because this is just unbelievable. No pressure on the goalkeeper. She just had it all covered. The centre back knew that the goalkeeper said is okay with it. Wow. Game on here. We have a game. Zambia 1, Senegal 1. What a time to get equalizing goal. We're just talking about how the Senegalese coach is switching play from the 4-5-1, and how he wants to play compact in midfield and just leaving Ndiaye just up front, and then bam, equalizing goal to tune there for Zambia.
The approach is to really try and cement the previous 1-0 score, but of course, I think you always have to play. There's just so much more time to play for. The Zambians just made something out of nothing, just making sure that they just give themselves a lifeline. And yet again, life lessons of football will humble you.
Well, I hope that it doesn't really get into the goalkeeper for her to commit a lot of mistakes sometimes. Keepers are not able to get out of this defensive, or perhaps it is howlers, and he stays with them and goes, gets in.
Players constantly have to stay switched on in the park. And you just really try and avoid those little elements of complacency until you actually get to the 90 minutes.
Safia Sanya is also being taken up for Janet Sanya. In case you know, they are not related anymore. It's 1-0 here, and this is a quarter-final game indeed for the Women's African Cup of Nations. Zambia now back in dominating possession with 50% of that to 49, and now beautifully here the Zambians now trying to contain things in midfield. And here comes 14 Shetted Bloom. And Zambia also trying to take the game back to the Senegalese, keeping possession. Achumba and Bianco gets it up, an extension of the arm there from Bianco means there's going to be a foul there for the Zambians. And of course the referee then explaining that to Bianco.
Just an extension of the hand there. First it seemed like she really intercepted very well, but it was just a trailing hand into the face. The referee was close enough to spot that there was a foul.
At one point it was the Senegalese fans who were just thunderous here. Now the Zambian fans have taken over. Until the final 17 minutes of a game here to see which of these two sides will go through. Yet another ball straight to the goalkeeper. Out, and this time it's going to be a corner kick now. It appears that Mwape knows and she understands that the goalkeeper unable to get into long balls at once, so she has to find a way to get into her. It's a bit disappointing there if you look at how Sen was able to allow the ball to just skip from her arm there. Thought she had clawed the ball away from almost everybody, and unfortunately that ball goes in, and Tutu was able to find it. Senegal, the players are back to the defensive line to see if they can't defend this well, because they understand the pressure now is on them from Zambia. Pepper's ball to the far post, and this time it's going to come in. And Tembo was looking to hit that one wide there, but of course it's going to be another corner kick. Happy with that effort. This team made Africa proud at the Olympic Games in Japan, and now they want to qualify for the World Cup with a corner kick taken, swing into the midfield line. Into the 18-yard box. Comes back to Chandler again. Set the ball to Balemu. Balemu here, the right back. Oh, lovely play here. Balemu into the box. And Bianco again with that final touch on the ball. Lovely work there from Balemu.
When they talk about dynamic comes in small packages, the Zambians have been really gifted with two incredible fullbacks. On one side, Tembo, on the side of the right, Balemu, very short in stature, quick speed, great reaction, but also great anticipation when they have or when they are called to make those crucial interceptions. But here again, they show moments of their attacking abilities and making sure they search for.
Now they have a chance to go and see if they can get a second goal, but a good save. Lovely save from 10. And again, it was a moment Chandler thought the team could have gone ahead to get the second and put the game to bed. That was not the case.
How did Pepper miss this one? It was 2v1, but just the goalkeeper to beat. But I guess the goalkeeper just does really well to make herself a bit big, extend that leg. So kick, height and distance to clear lines. Chanda just lurking there to make sure she maybe possibly utilizes on the second ball.
Pepper simply could have done better. Chance there for the team to have gone ahead and see if the game was going to be wrapped up for them and make it to the World Cup as well. It appears Zambia's is already the Senegalese are feeling the heat there from the Zambians already.
An exchange of blows in the second half where two teams just really want to go all out, making sure that they wrap up this game in the 90 minutes that has been allocated, and just the momentum now really favoring the Zambians, who have really just made sure that they keep the pressure to make the scores even.
It's anybody's game now. It's 1-1 here, Casablanca. Senegal taking the lead, and it does happen that Sen just dropping the ball in a very awkward manner and then allowing Tundu just to nick home that header there for the equalizing goal. And this is the story in Casablanca. Ndiaye is the target now. Chanda here for Chumba. Pepa as well to pick the ball here. So Ndiaye to deal with the situation here, drove the ball back. And Chanda was just waiting to had the ball just overheaded the captain's head. Now it appears that the Zambians are taking full control of the game and now pushing the ball straight into the half of Senegal. They are in control now. Tempo. Play there from centre-back Maripa, giving away Buena. To patch on that one, and decision once again in favour of Quinn. So seem to be in total control now after getting the equalizing goal. Zambia at a point. Now they have foot on the accelerator. They dropped a little bit. Switch to the first gear. Zambia now move to the third. Cisse not excited about the decisions there by the referee, and she's having a word there with the assistant, trying to get the team to be a little bit focused in terms of what they want to achieve today. It is anybody's game now. It's 1-0. And this is how he started, with his long balls into the box. Sene Kamsa this time again couldn't quite deal with the situation. And Peppa was hoping to deal with that. Tell you what I'm seeing here. The back line, the two centre-backs, these two sides have mastered the craft of hitting the ball straight in under this set piece. Wimba is doing the same for Zambia, and Niangso doing it for Senegal. They always want to hit the ball long into the penalty box.
Remember, just being very intentional in trying to locate a big physical striker up front, or Chumba, who does really well to protect the ball, and then the likes of Chanda really come through Lungu to play off the second ball off of her. She's showed great physical strength inside the Senegalese box.
Here comes Chanda, turns well, trying to hit this one. What you do see now, the last 10 minutes left in the game, that's heading to the deciding moment. Zambia don't fancy a long range out because they understand the goalkeeper finds it difficult dealing with those balls. Here comes Niangso's ball, and she's always looking for Nguena. Wimba. And Chanda is out, ball taken off, and it's in! It's an own goal! But the flag is out to the side. already.
Chandler was just really slow to get back into like that onside position. She couldn't really beat this one, and she was miles away offside. I think then the lesson here is to make sure that immediately an attack is over, try and get back onside. Yet again, the Senegalese centre-backs and centre-back pairing we spoke about, they just seem to be miscommunicating, misunderstanding each other, including the goalkeeper.
Question will be Chandler interfere with play. That's well what hooked in. She did find herself in that position though, but she get back time before the ball was headed back into the Senegalese goal post. The referee will have to take a look at the decision. Maybe there will be some bit of communication there as to whether that is the right call. It will be a huge one if it does. Please agree. Then again, it is a bit of a nervy moment there for these players, and I did indicate to you early on in the game that it is the mind and the heart that will determine victory tonight.
Absolutely, this is what it has been, especially in the second half. The Zambians came out very concentrated. Senegalese thought they were in control.
So this is it. So it is taken as an offside there by the Zambian captain. She found herself in a very unfamiliar territory, and so this will not be given. So we're still at 1-1. It's a game for everybody. And you can also talk about the speed of Chandler and trying to put pressure on the centre back. Just couldn't quite see the run of the goalkeeper there to really also see the captain was just behind her. Conceded there, they have been a little bit nervous at the back. Those are set into the penalty box. They are not able to go in with it in time, allowing the Zambians to just have a little bit of a pad there. Coming into the game, hasn't really contributed enough for the attacking play of the Senegalese. At least you see here a little bit into the half of the Copper Queens. Good teams acknowledge the defensive lines. We're talking about the experience picked up there by the Zambians in the competition. Senegal would say that they also came to the competition with the humility to learn. Have a young team and they can get something out of it. Natongo and Lungu have been controlling and in detecting the pace in the heart of midfield there for Zambia. Picking the second balls there for the Zambians, and so allowing the referee goes to ground. Interesting. Slip there is ball here. Be allowed there by Musasi. Shanda will have to fight things off here with Bayangso. Ball off the line again. The last 5 minutes of the game there, Zambia yet to make a change. Senegal already have. balls into the back line of the defense of Senegal. That's the Zambian strategy in the game here. Jakarta. Senegal want to calm things down. They've been under some bit of pressure there. And Bayern shows ball again. And Gwen Ndiaye is the target there. There's a little bit of a clash just outside the box. Referee sees that as a fair tackle. But the Zambians search forward again, looking for a second quick intervention by Dembele. Ball cleared out again, back into the line of the Zambians. Another ball in. Chanda goes in, bit into it. Chitundu is going in. And the referee spotting a very illegal tackle there on Chanda. And calls for a foul there against the Lioness of Terenga.
Just yet again, we see the number of fouls that have been committed in the game, which the referee has just really been trying to be in the middle of all those duels.
Broken referee really has been very assertive in the game. She's pretty much impartial on the occasion, making sure that everybody does understand the situation on the ground. They are so really in pain. So again, we go for extra time. So it's anybody's game here in Casablanca. Senegal wants to wrap it up. Zambia equally wants to wrap things up.
Testament to what we've seen in this game this evening. Just two teams really having to go at each other. Just very minimal to separate the two. For the Zambians, their style of play was to really come out, both of them, and get the combination play going, get the crosses to the likes of Chanda inside the box. But I think the Senegalese just did really well to make sure that they hold themselves in the front, high press, just giving the Zambians no space at all, no time on the ball to try and get the intricate passing. And then the Senegalese yet again coming through with their direct football, making sure that they allocate the strikers. I think we're rewarded on the set piece. And here again, two teams still going at it with the moments on the clock. I think as things stand, we're definitely heading for the extra time.
The extra time, Bayang Song is treated on the sidelines. When pitch ball into the half of the Senegalese, hits it wide again. The threat at all to send and waiting for other time. It's been competition. Applying the case. If you look at the two teams, first appearance at the quarterfinal stages, just making sure that they work pretty hard for themselves. A very good position to see if they have the moment to get a ticket for the Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, and to show that they comfortably, or perhaps they want to find themselves in that repechage period of going through that qualification. Everybody's effort there goes wide again. Tempo. It's 3 minutes about a time. For quarterfinal matches, a date that has been well planned and managed by the two teams. Senegal coming out back of the impressive performance in the group stages together with the Zambians as well, able to start things up and push their players up front. We talked about the physical nature of the tackles that have been coming in from flying from left and right. So losing some quality players as well, the competition early on. So there's going to be this clutching moment there between the Senegalese players and none of the Zambian star. So we get forward to see what power just come out with. So it's going to be a long way out this time, just a very unproductive effort.
After a while, the leg does get tired. Because it's just that long range of trying to go for that long ball. But sometimes just really try and go out on the left or the right, get someone else to recycle the ball in, just so that you reserve mostly that energy to chase the likes of who are always just lurking and creating elements.
We've had 19 games so far in this tournament and 50 goals have been scored. 2 goals here. It was Ndiaye who got the 49th goal of the tournament, and Chitundu scored the 50th goal of the tournament. As we approach the extra time period in Casablanca, it's going to be a need for any of the teams to score. We're just hoping that they have been a little bit slow the approach, taking themselves off the legs of the accelerator, allowing the game to flow at their own level. So as we hear in Casablanca, waiting the final whistle there for the Moroccan official to signal the end of the 90 minutes of action, and then awaiting the extra time. Still the two sides still fighting to see who will be able to have the nerve to score yet to go here. Senegal trying to get things calmly at the back. Bayang shows long balls into the half of Zambia. Uchumba tries one. Tundu, Chanda gets it down to a level this time. It's been dealt with there by the Senegalese. And so that's the story there. Anybody's game now. Zambia 1, Senegal 1. It all started with Senegal's lovely set piece delivered into the far post there by Bayang So, nodded home beautifully there by Nguyen Ndiaye, and then a howler there from the goalkeeper Sen, allowing Albert Chitundu to score. And so at the end of the 90 minutes here in Casablanca, Zambia 1, Senegal 1. Energy sapping game for both coaches, been struggling to find out exactly what will be the middle ground for them to see what they can. No changes there by the Zambians. They kept creating their starting lineup. Senegal making quite some changes there. And again, this Chanda and his teammates who still held them to a 1-1 game in the 90 minutes. It's the extra time that will determine what happens and which of these sides will making the historic appearance in the quarterfinal stages will definitely get a chance to see if they can qualify to the Women's World Cup.
At this stage of the game, it's always just about the grit that fights, and when the legs start packing up and giving up, it'll be interesting to see if the Zambian coach will make any changes at all, because you do need, a few sets of fresh legs just to really go through go the extra mile as well. But on the Senegalese side as well, they have been doing so much more running in these closing stages of the game, and yeah, it's just going to be so interesting to see actually who finishes off the best.
Well, there's a time the coaches try as much as possible to have the moment working on the lips of the players. You've been there before. How does it work if you find yourself in this situation?
I think in your opening you did say it's about the mind and the heart.
Yeah.
But also you have that physical element, which is the legs. You always really want to pace yourself, but when you find yourself in extra time, it's all or nothing. You just really have to give your best. Sometimes very difficult to stay within the tactical message of the coaches, because you just want the game to be over and you want to win so desperately. But it will be important for both teams to be really tactically disciplined, because there will be areas where there'll be so many turnovers because everyone is rushing the ball, but it's just a matter of maximizing the opportunities.
To me, the first time you get into the quarterfinal stages, having your first game and having to move into extra time, if you find, again, this is a situation where players sometimes, if not sometimes, other times, some of them do give up, because then it's a long way out, and you need to really get yourself in fit there to continue. Now, Brian Shaw is the one who's going to captain the side in extra time. Remember, it was Petty and of course Sanya who did their job there. Now Chanda, now to see if this team can have a way out. Pretty much, they talked about how humble they are. They find themselves at this particular stage, and then it is extra time. That is where heroes are made and villains remembered. The minds of players, you get to see the talks being done at extra time, where you know that the scoreline still remains the same. That's something they call the penalty shootout. Some players really are comfortable when it's not penalty shootout at the qualifying stages.
I can tell you one thing for sure: I never like taking penalties.
Wow.
I didn't promise you. There was always just something in my mind that just made me so fearful of taking penalties, and this is where you just need great leaders to come through, come to the fore. It could be your team captain, it could be a leader who just is quite vocal in the team, and this is where really, you have to hold the nerve to make sure that you can those penalties.
You know, the technique of always scoring from the headers were just one of your best moments there. And the tempo of the competition, the first goal scored through a header, lovely ball delivered there by Bayanga. So yet again, second goal was scored through a header.
I've been absolutely in awe, just really complimenting how the women's game has really developed. That we are at that stage where we realize the importance of maximizing set pieces, because they are indeed 50% of the chance. And we've had some amazing set pieces that have been converted into goals. And like you say, this match, the set pieces actually came into play in a tightly contested match, as this one open play sometimes will defeat the purpose where goals are concerned, but maximize on those set pieces.
While ago you did see top officials from Senegal, the Senegalese president here watching the game, trying to encourage the team to see if they can be able to win this game. Single in the stanza. And was all the motivation it is there for the team. Lionesses of Tarenga. Meantime, we're waiting patiently to see if we can't get this second half on the way by the team, the Copper Queens, who have not made a change in this game. They've got the energy to continue in the next 30 minutes or so, as we head on to see which of the teams will be able to make it out. Senegal, Zambia fight. Could go either way. Meantime, the Senegalese were trying to start the attack left-hand side. We're having to see the opposite lurking around. Spademo has done well. The fullbacks of Zambia really have had to do an overtime to stop the attacking play. They did try until the set piece was meant to come in the point. And now it is Ngana here. Scrambled away by the flank, really not the flank decision against Gwen Ndiaye. 2 goals for her in this competition. Mapemba was just back at the defensive line or so. So all attacking, no defending game there by the 2 teams. You see Diop also attacking and defend as well. Mapemba also doing the same there for the Zambians.
Yep. At this stage in time, we need everybody to be behind the ball. We need everyone to be chasing, because you have to work as a unit.
Interesting story, seeing his O'Nally instructing Musashi to get the ball back into attacking lines and not to get the ball back to her again. Williams Charging forward now, trying to see if she can have a little bit of a space. Out of steam. Again, Musasi would have to come out and sort things out for Zambia. Here comes Lungu. And Matongo. Back to Lungu here. Boimba. Pepper was a target. She couldn't deal with it. Pepper is given a chance at, again, not any pressure. She also will lose possession. Sometimes your legs can carry you at a certain point. And I'm wondering why Bruce Wampi's not made a change so far and not bringing on fresh limbs in the game. Maybe she trusts their generals on the pitch currently. After the group stages, most of the teams just went straight into action by being out there for training sessions and overworking themselves and ensuring that at least they are able to hold their own when they get a chance in the competition. That's where the energy would have to be used wisely. Abibande here for Senegal. Twisted and turning, goes to ground. Referee gets their decision in favour of Senegal. Tembo not happy at all.
Pepper there just caught some trouble yet again. She is on the yellow. So if it is that she is on the yellow, she has to really treat carefully. The Zambians just making sure that they are really trying to double team the Senegalese to make sure that they have no space at all.
What does happening? The balls were on the left-hand side, on the other side of the goal post. It was Bayang So who did find some space at the far post and hit the ball until Ndiaye was able to connect for the first goal. And again, this time she was also looking for the run of Ndiaye.
That is definitely one from the training grounds. If it is that So is the end of it, you know that she's certainly looking for Ndiaye.
The only thing is that this time Ndiaye was tumbling and so she couldn't quite get sorted feet out to deal with the situation. Zambia again giving the ball away in very dangerous areas. Senegal using their physicality to bully their way through. Uchumba. The Pepper. Chanda was looking to have a little bit of a dummy there. And red in the back line of Senegal. Bayang Su again, always looking to hit the long balls forward. Lungu here. Stembo. Back to Lungu. Mwepa. Chanda. Skew the effort. Diop turns well for Senegal. Ball also couldn't quite find a way out, and so both teams managing the situation and trying to save some bit of energy. So we want to work things out beautifully and see what happens. Speed 15 kilometers per hour, and humidity has 60% this evening here in Casablanca. Chanda and Ochumba combining well. Chuba using her energy to bulldoze her way through. So she was caught illegally there, so the referee should have whistled for an infringement there, but she didn't.
Big physical striker there on Chuba, just lunging yet again on the toes. So, I'm sure that is really sore.
Similar approach to games. Now meeting here to see what they can offer each other at the extra time period. Chanda just looking for the round of Mapepa. There she comes to control things and midfield and find space to Temple here. She's looking for Chanda again. She's able to get to Chanda, ball off the line, but assistant referee eventually gives it out. Three for the Zambians, Mapepa, Uchumba, Chitundu have stayed on. There'll be a lot of questions as to whether Bruce has stayed true to the lineup and seeing the need for any change in terms of ideas so who comes in to see if they can oil other places. He's got some quality players on the bench as well. Maybe give it a chance to play a part. Dorian Susala is on the bench as well. Susie Chisa Zulu also on the bench. Could we give it a bite here? The coach decided that there's the need for change of strategy or tactics in this game. And Pepper was going to change this one, but Sen is in to come and clear the lines. And Chanda looking to go right. She's able to turn. And again, there is just not anybody there to see if they can give any decisive pass to. The referee sees another tackle there on the Diakete as against that of Zambia. And Bruce Mwape is not happy at all with the situation here.
There've just been too many turnovers that really result into those clashes in midfield or on the park. I think if it is that both teams can just really move the ball a lot quicker, just to avoid that physical contact, it's quite unnecessary.
Yeah, Shaw was always looking for help Bardi there, and Timber with that defensive head out. Advantage still to the Lionesses of Tarenga. She's been pretty much busy at left full back there, hasn't she?
She has been indeed with some crucial interceptions, great anticipation of the ball, and in certain moments giving a good pass into midfield, overlapping when she's called to, and I think she's just really given so much of her balance in the back four.
There's 1-2 play there by Ochumba and Mapepa looking to run with the speed. Mapepa into the box. Again, Mapepa, but you have to lose. Ochumba gets it back again for Zambia.
Ready, go! Again, just really hanging on to the ball longer than necessary. And it's almost as if once you win it, just get it out, find a teammate, rotate the position. I think the Zambians do really well, but I guess sometimes those individual sort of abilities need to surface when decision making is concerned.
Good control there by Grenadier. Lovely here. Grenadier is the better over level, but it's a decision once again against Zambia. But assistant referee Just looking to give it for the Senegalese, but the Zambians were able to get it back again, and then recycling things. Chumba here. Peppa is waiting. Peppa gets it. And she wants to run deep into the box, but Peppa, can she bring it back? It's near post. It's been collected there by Sen. Direct and straight to the goalkeeper near post.
Peppa seeing much of the ball possession this first session of this extra time, and she's really using the speed to really try and creep into the 18-yard box, just hoping to get a good cross or a cut back to Chanda, who's always just there, the 18-yard box, but just never really connected to the pass.
It's tempo here for Senegal, and Chumba was looking to pick up a Peppa. Diakate. The controls coming through from Lubu, and Katongo has been working out the system it's going to be a decision for Zambia, but the referee overrules that, and it goes against Zambia. Conflict in decisions sometimes, just how the two officials did see the action here.
Again, Mapepa just, threading on thin ice with that kind of challenge. And I mean, at this stage of the game, it's always just tired legs that are hoping to get an interception. It always just seems to be foul.
Fast approaching the end of the first half of extra time. Abibade turns well. She's got tempo to deal with. The interception there by the back line of Zambia's balls whipped into the half of the Senegalese. Again, it's a fall in there. Referee says no, play must continue. It's not given. Eventually it is given. So, so
yep, it has to be just tired legs. Again, Chanda just caught on the late reaction, just drawing a foul, just a clash of the feet there. But yet again, it's just a matter of really holding it. Try and force your opposition or your opponent to the line, get it out to touch, and avoid the unnecessary contact.
Tundu. Conflict there with the Senegalese right back, and this is Chanda. Shows well again, looking for space. She gets out the support she's looking for. Chitundu controls well. And Chanda has been blocked. Free now sees nothing again. Yakate. Can't see Miriam Babu, and the first half of extra time here in Casablanca. Still anybody's game. Zambia 1, Senegal 1, and we've seen a very quiet first half of the extra time. And Chitundu would have to make way for the Ankara Gucci player Msuzi Zulu, who's been given a chance now to come in. I did speak about her, and she is one player you expect to change the dynamics of the game there for the Zambians. Finally, she gets the chance to come in. Plays in the Turkish Women's Super League for the club Ankara Gucci Sport. Trying to clap back there. She went to Kazakhstan back in 2019. Her chances there and opportunities, and this is the goal.
This is the goal that Chitundu contributed towards, and I think as she takes off the park, she'll be really proud of her efforts and just a contribution, making sure that she gets the equalizer for the team.
Zulu was a member of the Zambian side and captain the side as well. She was part of the 2014 Africa Women Championship. And Zulu really has had some appearances and scored 2 goals there for Ankara Gucci Sport, though. Just talking about the next 15 minutes. Very crucial one, isn't it?
Very crucial one indeed for both teams, and if it is that they don't create open chances in this last 15 minutes, then you know where we're headed.
This is where you don't want to be. This is where you don't want to be. The players you need to have a heart for that. And I've always said, and I keep saying that when they get to the penalty shootout, it is where heroes are made and valiants are remembered. And I can give you a plethora of names who really have been remembered because they missed one or two opportunities on that stage, on the world stage as well.
Yeah, I think you'd remember very well. Do you want me to remind you?
I don't want you to go there. Absolutely do not want you to go there. No, 12 years ago. But here we are. There's still the two sides who really are making history in the country. It is Senegal and Zambia again. There's an open letter, open opportunity, open ticket for them to find a place and a seat at the Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. To try to locate any opportunities that will be given to them as they move in. Mapepa here charging, and Mapepa losing that opportunity. Again, I think the problem with Mapepa is she's so direct and she doesn't really have the opportunity to look around and see who is in an empty space for me to just get the balls to. She just runs deep into positions and she's just losing possession.
Not only that, it makes it much more difficult if it is that wherever you're running, you're facing down. At least just have a quick browse of your area and your surroundings so that you know who you're running into, which spaces you're running into, which other teammates are around you to lay off the ball and get into space, because she's very quick. I think combination play will definitely suit her if it is that she could just lift her head just a bit to assess her surrounding.
Diop. Control well. Senegal will have Diop trying to get a serve into the area. Mama Diop also plays a club football in France. She's got a lot of energy in her. She's always at the attacking areas, and sometimes you see her defensively helping out things. And that makes her very versatile as well. Because you know that anytime there's some bit of trouble there for Senegal, Mama Diop is always going to be there to sort things out.
Balanced contribution for them from the midfield. And not only does she then drop back to assist in defense, but it's also quite intricate when it comes to the creative engine in that midfield to really try and make sure that she gets those passes up to the eye.
Lovely piece of work there. Seeing the works there by Katongo.
Of which I'd love to really compliment. I think that the deployment of Katongo and Lungu in that central midfield has really stabilized things for the Zambians this evening.
Katongo. Olemu's ball forward. Kamara header out. Throw into the Zambians, and the lady who's giving them that bit of hope and believe they can make it, Chitundu. Ochumba. Chanda. Again, poor control from Chanda. They're getting the chances in very good areas there, the Zambians. Again, it's not been able to manufacture anything out of it.
Really, and especially not in this situation again. Chanda just got offside. You're right, man. They look at that touch just on the side of the foot. They do really well with those combination play and those triangles. But it's just a matter of just holding that line and make sure that you're not offside.
Mama Diop here for Senegal as she tries to stride forward. So Mama Diop again goes to ground. Referee says no, there's not going to be any foul on that. Chanda controls well for Zambia. Zulu spreading play to the middle third, looking for some bit of space. An opportunity hasn't really been dealt with well, and I was about to roll over Katongo, trying to get it back into the half of Apalemo, the right back. Cleared. It is Tempo. Ochumba. Chanda goes in, ball taken away from her. Mapepa. And Tembo goes with the right foot. And so, he's trying to clear the lines. It's been about saving some bit of energy there by Axel, the assist for the first goal for Senegal. Meantime, Senegal would want to throw yet another player. Kogafall is going to give the chance to come here. Started against Morocco. Kogafall did score against Burkina Faso 84th minute. Then Winded obviously saw them here. And Kogafall would have to come and replace Kante. It's been changed. So Nguena Ndiaye, another first goal for the side. Nguena Ndiaye. She is going up 27 years with appearance. 8 goals for Senegal. She's done a part, hasn't she?
She has indeed. The work rate as well, just making sure she's always connected with the midfielders, and also a major contribution getting on the score sheet.
Tongo. That's going to be the decision against Senegal's set shirted. John Yang. This is where the long balls are sent into the box there, but again it's very wasted effort there from Zambia, so they are still holding on and waiting the third appearance or third meeting by the two sides, and this is how it's going. They have to play a part in this competition and show their powers here. Third meeting of Zambia and Senegal at the Women's African Cup of Nations, and this is a stage where both sides have a chance of making something and being a little bit excited about the way they have played in the competition. This is where the boss would have to boss the midfield, and Diakate is doing that.
Diakate is certainly been pulling the strings there for the Senegalese. She has the ability of really getting out of tight positions or tight areas. She always looks to recycle the ball and just really rotate it from one side to the other.
Sometimes where you did see Amanda was supporting things in midfielder for South Africa, cut the spaces and always get into intricate areas, and the players are really much excited about it. When you see players doing the same, you are excited about it again, and so this is Diakate, and obviously getting the ball deep into the far side, and it's got the four controls into the half of Zambia. Mama Diop. Mama Diop lifts the ball up here, and Senegal do have a chance. Kogafall looking to hit this one, but again, it has to be a timely and a defensive executed clearance from Tembo. That would have been pretty much game over for Senegal. Look at where she came in. Oh, she did this one. Even when she was going down, she needed to just get the second one out.
She makes sure that she has nothing set except for eyes on the ball. Great interception. She reads the game ever so well. She provides great cover for the back four.
Good cover there, Tembo. She's been doing almost everything right. On a yellow card from the 7th minute, but she's kept on. And Manda Tembo, Queen Buffalo's player, she's absolutely a great centre back, left back for the side. Sometimes when given a chance at centre back, she can also play well. Tembo. In 2018, she was part of the team, played 3 games for the Zambians. Tembo. Strong, intelligent. Very dangerous ball there. Zambia would have been punished if she was not there to intervene.
That's why I'm just still singing her praises. She has been very consistent throughout the match, just really providing that necessary cover, using her speed to advantage it again. Zambia now down to 10 because Tembo is just
Trinidad would have to get a chance to enroll in the game here. She picked up an injury early on in the first half. Was treated and ball in. Zell caps out again. She's losing the ball, but Chumba, a chance. Abibaldi trying to hold on to play. Advantage to the Senegalese. Comes Babu here. Goga 4 tries a line from that range. Session against the Zambians, they're not excited about it. Lovely here, Mama Diop in the box. Mama Diop looks to hit this one right, but again collected well. Great opportunity there for the Senegalese to see if they can score again. Mama Diop with a good chance, was looking to hit this one pretty hard enough, but the post covered there by Ali Hazel. Now chance space there for Zambia. Kande. Here go the Zambians. Chanda in the box. Too many legs on her. And Mapepa drives it back. Recycled well. Sent in! Oh, good save there by Sam. When the opportunities were presented, Ojumba would try to hit this one. She did well. Again, excellent save there by Sam.
Great composure there from the big striker, just shredding off one of the defenders to make sure that she allows herself, gives her enough space, gets a good sort of chunk of the ball, the speed as well, the power behind the ball, and the goalkeeper equal to the task.
Equal to the task, not going to put herself in the awkward position. She's down again. She picks up an injury, probably a shoulder injury, as she tries to pound the ball out for a corner kick. Howler there got the goal for the Zambians, the Senegalese goalkeeper. She's been the #1 goalkeeper for the side until the Howler there. Safest pair of hands for the Lionesses of Teranga. Teneng Sen for the 2 years. She's a club football for Gun Yobi the car. She's got his picture there. It's the goalkeeper for the side, hasn't she? Corner kick advantage. We approach the end of the time period. Zambia also would try as much as possible to find a way to introduce Nora Susala. And corner kick in there, up the crossbar, and Sen will deal with it. Good chance for the Zambians, really. They had wanted to leave it that late in this game. And Sen will deal with the situation. Diakate finds space on the right hand side. Then Belly is fouled, and still the fight is on. Anybody's game at this moment, and it is change. That would mean that the big lady up front there for the Zambians would have to make way. Noria Sala played the first AFCON back in 2014 and was a member of the tournament that she will never forget. Changed the way she thought about the football. She also believed that football was going to change her destiny for good. A good chance now, team. And again, it has to take her to save the situation. And he was able to grab that one. Things down. And it's going to be a huge fight here. There goes to ground. And Noria Sola goes to ground. Again, the referee had seen something else. And this is Noria's charge forward. She suffered injury after injury after injury in the lead up to the major tournament, missing out on the 2018 WAFCON edition as well as the Tokyo 2020 Olympics last year, among others. Noria Sola, this time she was seeing a way to see if she can score. The referee didn't see an injury within a minute by the time in the extra time here. Zambians have fought the Senegalese equally, challenged them to a big fight. Very fair appearance this side in the quarterfinals. History is about to be made by either Zambia or Senegal. And this time it would be the Moroccan official who end everything, and now these two teams would have to now decide how do they cross that bridge. And the bridge is to separate each other through the penalty shootout. Which of these two sides does have the tenacity, the mind, the spirit, and the mindset again to see if they can get things done. Changes have been made. But of course, Cover 4 scored against Burkina Faso. She's got a chance maybe to lead the side here. Tennyson would also have to find a way to save some of the balls there. It is Zelnani there for Zambia, who might also try to get the team back in. Something has to give this time. I tell you what, it was a moment like this in the COSAPA competition for the Chipolo Polos who got themselves into the semi-finals through a penalty shootout. But then, this is like destiny. The ladies are also going through the same fate to see themselves in the semi-finals. The men got themselves into the semi-finals through a win in the penalty shootout. And now, it is the Copa Queens also the same scenario.
Familiar scenario, familiar position yet again for the Zambians, and we can only just hope with experience that it does really sort of give you the upper hand when you find yourself in that problem situation, that you are able to do what you normally do. But it's quite simple. I know a lot of people who say you never like to take penalties, but you say it's simple. It's just a matter of picking a spot, but you have to know where the honey is at. That's always the riskier areas, and that is just way above, just on the corners of the goal. You're guaranteed to score, but if it doesn't go in, it goes over.
Still going to be a long night out there for these players. Tell you what, the Copper Bullet booked a place after a 5-4 win against Botswana. It was 1-1 in the COSAPA game, and eventually they had to find a way to rally back through the penalty shootout. 5-4 it was there for the side. And the Copper Queens, Bullets, qualified to COSAPA semi-finals. The Kings have to make history if they can. Penalty shootout here against Senegal. This is where the heart is in the mouth now. And this is the period we get to see players and coaches begin to give up their best. The 5 would have to come out clear. It's a tough time there for both sides. But I tell you what, Senegal really have the tenacity to do it, because they did same against Mali to find themselves in this place. So they have the strength to say they can qualify through the same point. Senegal qualified 6-0 against Liberia, and also got a chance to qualify in beating Mali as well. 3-2 on penalties against Mali to put their place here. So at least when it comes to the shootouts, the Senegalese would say that prior to qualifying here, they had some moment there. Decide who's going to take first. Chanda and So Green deciding who has the street strength to go and deal with the situation. Chanda would have to set the tone there for the Copper Queens, and she comes up against Tenen Sen. Sure, there's a little bit of silence there in Lusaka for this one. Sure, they'll be hoping they get the same support there from the men. We're able to do that against Botswana. So the ladies will be given a chance to see what they can do here. History beckoning us. This is the time for Zambia and Senegal to see what they can give Africa. One of them will be making history. The very first in the quarterfinals, the very first in the Women's World Cup. It's between Zambia and Senegal. Before that is done, you always will find a way to see how the players are able to project and prepare. This is a great time for the players to see what they can do to support their goalkeepers. Tell you what, Manda does not want to see what's going on in the field. In your mouth at the moment.
Nerve-wracking moments.
Chanda's got the heart. She wants to start off things for Zambia. She was inspired against Togo. Grace Chanda. So anybody to lead the way and set the tone. It is Grace Chanda who would want to do that for the side, 25 years. And Grace Chanda wants to make sure that the history that has to be set, she needs to be part of it. In 2018, Women's WAFCON, she was there in Ghana. And Chanda this time wants to make sure that that is going to be a moment, and she is coming out with sand, and Chanda makes one! Simply perfect.
Simply perfect from the captain, who just steps up and converts that one very comfortably.
Good start there for Zambia. Sometimes the captains are allowed to take it late. But she decided to do it now, at least to open up. A confidence ball there for the Zambians. I can see they're excited. They know, they believe the captain would be able to convert and give them the hope. Now they'll be hoping that Giselle Nali would also start off and give them the needed motivation. The lady who converted against Burkina Faso, Cogafor. She's also believed to be one expert when it comes to this. Cogafor. Oh, she misses. Cogafor misses. And that means there's a huge blow there for Senegal.
Very unfortunate there for Cogafor. I think it's great speed, so much power to the ball, but just completely misses the mark.
This time it's well received. The excitement will be there. Senegal missing their first kick here. Zambia would have to take this one and make sure that at least they can have the opportunity. It is Zulu. Let's give it a chance to come on in the second half. It's a very sound one there for the four. You can see Captain Shanda. All of them are trying as much as possible to see what they can do. Zulu up against Kenensen. It's Zulu. Zulu! She makes it two. Simple, exquisite.
Zulu is showing great composure. Just sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. Easily tucks it in.
Zambia lead now in a shootout against Senegal. 2 out of 2. Senegal were hoping at least they can. Nali, see if she can stop this one there from Mama Diop. An interesting one there from Mama Diop. Playing her part and seeing what she can do there for the side. Tell you what, Swapi decided to bring on his charges, those who can't convert for him, and here's Mama Diop here. The long play, Mama Diop, and she does well. She converts beautifully again, and Senegal will definitely have a respite and believe that they can get it done. Good job done, Mama Diop.
Mama Diop just steps up very confidently. Yet again. Great power, great vision. Goalkeeper just moving a bit too soon and doesn't really get to the end of that one. Lifeline for the Senegalese.
Lifeline there for them. Many times get to this stage, it's all about believing in this ball that you need. This time it is Lungu. Oh, beautiful from Lungu. Competing so amazingly. The Copper Queens, they're doing it exquisitely. Look at that. Oh, nicely done, Lungu.
Nicely done, and just in that hot spot, that area where you know it makes it very difficult for the goalkeepers to get there.
Wow. Tenant saying really been trying their best there, but I think the Zambians are just kicking it so well, dispatching it beautifully, and Senegal, the Akati, just can't believe what's happening. Great moment there. Tell you what, this is going to be history time, and Habi Bardi would also get a chance here. She comes up here against Nali Bardi, and she also converts excellently there for Senegal.
They're just looking where the goalkeeper is going and sends it the opposite way, and I think the goalkeeper just really indicated from the onset, just giving her so much room on the far end. She says thank you.
She knows that this moment there for them, see they can have a space. This time it's going to be the big lady at the back, Shomo Wepa, who's got a chance to make it 4 here, if she can. Wepa here, and it's mistake! Lifeline once again to Senegal, and a huge moment. And once again, excited. Excitement galore there for the Senegalese fans. They're happy, finally. Sen has been able to save.
Senna this time really going the right way, pulling out a brilliant save to really just bring the team back into this contest.
We are in for a huge conflict here, huge one, between Zambia and Senegal. Quality at stake here, two teams showing their prowess. Tell you what, it's down to the goalkeepers to see what they can do today. They're doing amazingly. The Senegalese fans aren't really giving up yet. Jakate is the one to see if she can beat Giselle Nali in post. So this is it. Jakate, and she's been saved. Nali saves Jakate, and this time Zambia will feel they have the power to see if they can. It's down to the final takers.
Nali does exceptionally well to stay on the line, to make sure that she pulls a great save.
Guess what's going to happen now? She decides to take this one on. And she has the confidence. And it is Giselle Nali. She saves one. Can she score one? She saves one. And she scores! And this time the storyline has changed. 4-2 it is. And history has been made. Oh, could you believe this? The Copa Bullets got to the semi-finals in the Cassava game, and now the Copa Queens have made history. The very first quarterfinals of the Women's WAFCON, and now have booked a place in the very first Women's World Cup in New Zealand and Australia. What a story there for Zambia.
What a story for Nali, who does great to save a penalty, steps up to convert the most crucial nail-biting penalty, slots this one through, sending the Zambians all the way through to the next round.
Very first team to qualify to the semi-finals, and obviously booking their ticket for the Women's World Cup. You can't take anything away from them. I tell you what, I just believe that Lusaka is on fire now.
It's official, Zambia, it's official. The girls are going to the World Cup. This is a beautiful story.
Yeah, you can see they came, but of course it's not over yet there for Senegal. They still have got the chance now to try their luck in the Intercontinental Playoff and decide what happens. And I tell you what, this is the moment there for Zambia. And the Mwepa there is the player of the match now, woman of the match, and Chanda. What a story there for Grace Chanda. Absolutely amazing. It's such a story you can't always believe. And of course, like I said, it's not over yet there. It's not over yet for Senegal. Just believe that you have the Rabachan period coming up, and still that's the moment you can't believe that you can do something there for the team to qualify. But there's a story here for this team. The Copa Bullets, Cosafa semi-finals, Copa Queens, Women WAFCON semi-finals. And this is a beautiful story they tell in Africa. 4-2 ended on penalties after just 1-1, 90 minutes. Bruce Mwepe, I have to be honest with you, the coach of Zambia, when he was not making changes, everybody was a little bit worried about that, but he did do that at the right time.